symbol.
See?
What did you just do?
Hello, I'm Caitlin. I'm going to be doing my new segment today for the history column. So today I'm going to be describing who Arthur Wharton is, why he's important, and then I'm going to go back in time to when I took an interview with him before he passed away. So let's get into that. So who is Arthur Wharton, you might ask? Arthur Wharton is not the aardvark that you watch on TV. Arthur Wharton is well known to be the first black professional soccer player. He wasn't the very first black soccer player, but he was the first black man to go professional and to play in the Football League. Arthur was born on October 28, 1865 in Accra, Ghana. He moved to England in 1882 at age 19 to train as a Methodist missionary, but soon abandoned this to become a full-time athlete. Arthur participated in 8 different soccer teams throughout the course of 17 years. He played 2 positions, wing and goalkeeper. Arthur wasn't just a soccer player, he was an all-round sportsman. In 1886, he equaled the amateur world record for the 100-meter sprint in the AAA Championship. Arthur was also a cyclist and a cricketer. How does he have time for all that? Arthur didn't experience much racism, mostly because he knew how to deal with it. But once, Arthur told of a time he was resting between races, unseen, and overheard 2 rivals say, "Who's he that we should be frightened of him beating us? We can beat a blooming nigger anytime." He recalled jumping up and startling them with, "Allow me to help you understand that I not only run, I do a little boxing when it is required," and that the rivals made a quick getaway. In 1902, Arthur quit soccer due to drinking problems. He lived a pretty good life after that, until his death arrived on December 13th, 1930. I'd say he's a pretty amazing guy. His ways to deal with the racism has inspired me and many others. Don't you think? Well, today I'm going to go back in time to when I took an interview with him, and we're going to roll the clips. Hello, Mr. Wharton. How are you today?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm great. If you don't mind, I'm going to ask you a few questions. Is that okay?
Sure, that's all fine.
Perfect. So why did you choose soccer over becoming a Methodist missionary?
I chose the career of a soccer player over becoming a Methodist missionary. It's hard to describe why, though. I guess it's the feeling of when you truly love something and you want to make a full-time commitment to it. That's how I felt. I felt that would give me a better future, especially if I tried hard enough. I could become a legend. No other black man has gone professionally for soccer. I think it's about time black people were treated as well as whites. We're no different, are we?
Mr. Wharton, I totally agree 100%. I have family members who are dark-skinned. They don't have many privileges as the whites do that we take for granted of. I think it's important that we get your message more well known across the globe. Now, where might have been the most racist area I've been around the world?
The most racist area I've been around the world will probably, I don't know. I guess I've never let the racism get to me. It didn't upset me that much. To be honest, the haters making their rude comments was just a waste of their own time. They'd think they upset me. Haha, they didn't. So to answer your question, I honestly don't know.
I really like your attitude. People should be racist in the first place, but it's even better when the victim doesn't let it bug them. You set a very good example for not just your culture, but the whole world, Mr. Wharton.
Why, thank you. I'm just answering the questions honestly, though, I guess.
Now, what might have been the best soccer team that you played for?
The best soccer team that I would have played for would probably be Darlington FC. In case you were wondering, no, they weren't racist. I guess they wanted me on their team, and the stronger the relationship with the team, the better the team. They were my first professional team, and they definitely made me feel like I was at home. No other team could compare to the level of respect they gave me. That's wonderful. I'm glad you were treated with respect. I guess that's all you need, am I right? Positively.
How would have your life been impacted more if you didn't play soccer?
My life wouldn't be impacted, well, it would be impacted if I didn't play soccer. I wanted to stand out, so black people were treated with respect. I like the whites are. I made it easier for other black soccer players not to be shy, and that's okay to do things all white people do. In fact, it's more than okay. We're no different. I'm not trying to seem cocky, but if I weren't for all of these black figures that stood out, the black people on your sports teams, they wouldn't even be playing on your team, or any other rights our cartels rebelled against. Yes, Mr. Ward, I agree.
Who did you find was the most supportive? The person I found that was the most supportive was my mother. She was always there for me. She supported me with the whole black man soccer career thing. She was there when times were tough. Was also supportive, but even knows how supportive it was. She was the woman. Women are usually more sensitive, which makes them more supportive at times. Thank you for your time here today.
It was a pleasure playing here today. Have a nice evening.
And to you as well. Take care. Were you inspired by this man? Did this encourage you to make a stand? I know it definitely inspired me. The way he talks, it seems as if there's no negativity in this guy. The way he takes racism so easily and ends up scaring them away. Black are no different than whites, and we should all respect that, don't you think? Overall, our skin is just a layer covering up our real self. No one should be judged with something they can't change. Absolutely no one.